Hey there, Rob. I'm going to lay up some limbs here and show you a couple of little things here. Might save you a little bit of time. And first of all, I don't put any tape on my laminations at all. I just take and get a little acetone, put it on a rag, and wipe my lambs down. Just the glass. I don't mess around wiping the wood at all. I think that's just fine. So anyway, I'm going to roll through this part of it and then show. Now check this part out here. I'm putting my overlay for my recurve overlay right on the outside here. Now this is the trick here. I'm putting epoxy on the outside of it. About this time you're probably thinking, what the Sam hell is he doing here? This is pretty cool. Just put a little layer of that right over the top of it here. I'm gonna turn this crap off. Where's the rock and roll when you need it? Yeah, I need a tape player. All right. Okay, I got this thing laid up here. I'm just going to take a little bit of lacquer thinner on a rag and just very carefully wipe this down here. Okay, you get the majority on it. It'll leave the epoxy on this. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Okay, we're zoomed in. Okay, what I'm doing here, I've wiped off my lamination after I got it all together here. Make sure I got a clean spot on my butcher paper right here. Okay, then I take a piece of plastic here. This is a 3 mil painter's plastic, about 6-8 inches wide. And I just very carefully turn that just about halfway and set the epoxy right down on there. Okay, then I very carefully wipe off the other side. Okay, I've got that all on there. That's clear. Now, what I'm going to do is just very carefully just flip it over, just like that. Smooth it down so it's nice and flat. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have to move the camera over here, and I'll shut this down, and I'm going to go put it in the form here and show you a couple of things. All right, take two. Here we go. Zip ties. If you look real close here, about every 6 or 8 inches, I've got holes drilled about 3/4 of an inch down. If I could zoom it in here, you can see the holes right here. Okay, and they just slide through here like this. Okay, we get zip ties. Back this off here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just place some zip ties in here, get them all cocked and ready to go here. I think that's all I need on this one. I don't think I need this one up there. That's it. Okay. right, got our stack here that I've just folded the plastic over, and I've just let it flip. See how it's just folded over there? You want to keep this real nice and flat. Okay, then what I do is I lay it right where it's going to go, up against the stop right here, and just leave it just like that. Okay. Then you take your heat strip and you put it on top, just sitting just like this. All right. Now right now, you very carefully just fold your plastic over the top of your heat strip. All right. I'm just going to do it right in the center there. All right. At this point right here, I'm going to shove this down and put one zip tie in it. All right. I've got one zip tie in there holding it. I double check and make sure that everything's up against my stop. Everything's cool here, and then I just zip tie this sucker in place. That way nothing's going to move. Get everything lined up just fine. Zip tie it in there, just like this. You work your way, start down here and work your way into the groove here. And once you get into that real sharp belly, you got that sharp curve, and that's typically where most guys have problems. You fold the plastic over there, get your zip tie all nice and ready, and just push it in there. Push it in there tight and tighten up the zip tie. Okay, everything's there. This keeps it in. This keeps it in a line pretty much this way too. I've got little stops to keep it from going, but it eliminates all of those dead burn washers we used to put on there for holding everything in place. These zip ties hold everything in place just fine. Okay, once you get that situation in, you've got your heat strip in, everything's ready to go, and you put your hose in, and then slip your form in. Where's the bolt? Slip the top of your form in there. And stick the bolts in here. Bang, bang. I don't mess with tightening the bolts down or nothing. I just get everything lined up there. Then I take I use one of these little thermometers, and it's got just a little probe on it. These are pretty cool, little digital thermometer there. And I set it right up on top of your thing, and then just right there at the very end, just slip it in between, slip the probe in between your hose. All right, and make sure everything's lined up. Okay, got everything lined up. Okay, and I just give it about, I don't know, about 20 pounds, maybe a little more. Just let it sit for a couple of seconds. All right. Okay, got all this plugged in.